So today I want to talk about the top 5 things that stop people from becoming profitable. I'm going to get right into it. So these are the things that helped me become profitable over the years. It actually took me about 4 to 4.5 years to finally break through and become profitable. So number 1 is back testing your strategy. If you have not back tested your strategy enough to actually be confident in it when it starts to play or present itself into the market, you won't be confident in that play enough to actually take it when it matters. So when your setup comes and it presents itself, you might be hesitant. And if you're hesitant, that means you have not done enough research or back testing to be confident that your strategy will actually play out in the long run. That is number 1. I did about 350 trades back testing before I was completely confident, and that was just one back testing session. I use FX Replay to work on my back testing. Number 2, social media. If you follow a lot of traders and you're on social media and they're talking about their trades that they just made today, let's say they made a 10x, 20x, 5x, whatever, and you only made a 2R. Sometimes that used to get to me, and I would feel like I'm not a good trader because of it. And that's definitely not the case. That's definitely not the truth. And a lot of times, the higher the risk to reward, the lower the win rate. So if you have a average on a 20 RR risk to reward, most likely that person is losing more than the person who is taking 1-to-1s, 1-to-2s, and even 1-to-3s. That's just a fact. I think the higher the risk to reward, the more likely you are to have a lower win rate. Number 3 is not setting a stop loss or moving your stop loss when you're in a losing trade. So let's say I take a buy position and the trade goes up maybe into profit. Let's say it goes up a 1-to-1 and then it comes back down close to break even. And now I'm negative, let's say half the position. And I start to move my stop loss lower and lower so I don't get stopped out. That is one of the things that will quickly kill your account and you don't even know. And instead of taking 2 losses for a 1-to-1, you've taken 2 losses for 4R when it should have been 2R, and the market is showing you that it is reversing for the day. So maybe you need to learn to be more fluid with the market and change your bias. Number 4 is revenge trading. Sometimes the market it's just not a good day to trade. It may be ranging, it may be super volatile. Sometimes it's just not a good day to trade, and you got to know and be able to differentiate those days that you should or shouldn't trade. And if you've back tested your strategy enough and you know that it has a decent win rate, but you've already taken 2 losses in a row that day, that right there is already telling you that it's not a good day to trade, most likely in the market, because you have a strategy that should be working and today it's not playing out, which means it may not be a good day to trade. The probabilities today are not in your favor. So you sometimes need to chalk it up. Don't revenge trade. Don't try to get that money back today. Don't try to even get it back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow with a fresh mindset, ready to kill it and ready to start without those losses in mind. Number 5 is greed. A lot of times we get really greedy with our positions. Let's say today my goal is to make $500 in the market. Let's say I make about $350 and there's no more good opportunities for me to trade. Let's say it's around 12 o'clock, which typically is not a good time to trade depending on where you live. Lunchtime essentially is not a good time to trade. That's usually when the market ranges, slightly reverses. So let's say I made $350 and I want 500, but the market is not presenting another opportunity. Instead of getting off and taking the win that I've already gotten, even though it wasn't my specific goal, a lot of times, especially when I started out and even a year ago, I would revenge trade, try to hit that 500 mark before I get off the chart, end up losing 200. Now I'm up only 150, and now I'm debating whether I risk that 150 to get back to the 350 or the 300 that I was at, and or potentially losing that 150, and now I'm being stuck at break even for the day. That is one of the biggest problems as well that I had as a trader that was stopping me from becoming profitable. All of these things are what usually makes someone lose as a trader. Whether you're new, whether you're old, one of the key things you're going to need to do in life is develop the discipline to follow certain rules in order to help you become successful in the market. So when you develop that discipline outside of the charts and then transfer it over into the charts, what you need to do is follow the rules you've set in place to make you become successful, because you know that if you follow these rules and these guidelines that you've set, over time you're going to see success or a more successful result from the trading that you're doing. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you lock in and finally break out the matrix, however they want to say it. I hope you guys actually find the strategy and develop the discipline of what's going to make you become a profitable trader. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to hit a thumbs up. Show YouTube that you actually like this channel and like this type of content. And I'm going to catch you guys next time. And I hope that I can help you become profitable. Bam.